Welcome back. So here it is. This will be the third video on this one. I poured the base epoxy around here. It's been sitting for a day now. It feels pretty solid. I'm getting ready to pour. I guess I'm ready to pour the clear coat that should bring it up above all of the wood and be the final coat across there. Some of the wood floated. Let's get a look at that, a close-up right in here. At the end of the last video, I mentioned this one in particular was floating around, and I spent some time just keeping it straightened up, and I would set them so it would look good. But while I was gone, I guess I didn't stay long enough. While I was gone, this one tipped over. So this is what I'm going to do. My plan is, after I've poured all the clear epoxy and it's cured, I'm going to shrink the size of the table itself, and I'll cut back probably 3 inches. I don't need to cut as much back on the sides, but I'll cut that back, and I'll cut it back on the further side to match all of that. Kind of too bad, but I don't know any other way around it. And one other issue. Looking over here in the middle, this, where the clock is going to be, is foggy for some reason. And I don't know if it's because I put the floor paste kind of wax to make it so I could pull it off. But I sanded that. This is as smooth as can be. I'm hoping, I don't know. I'm hoping when I pour the rest of the epoxy, that will like fill in any voids that there may be. But it feels so smooth, and there's no residue of the wax on there. The only other thing I can think, and I don't believe it is underneath. That should be fine. So anyway, I'm going to pour some epoxy. My $1,000 coffee table has maybe dropped in value a little bit. I was just taking a guess at what I thought it might cost to completely build this, and it looks like it'll be less, obviously less than that. Okay, batching up some epoxy. So I will actually put Kaya in the pan over there when I get these elements exposed here a little bit. So I think I'm going to trim the coffee table all the way around so that wood comes out to the edge, and then I'll do a pour over the edge as well. Okay. They really secure these well. They're wrapped in plastic. I guess a spill of this stuff would probably not be good. Cleanup crew will take care of that plastic in a little bit. While I'm doing this, by the way, I do have my knee surgery coming up a week from today. Mixed emotions again, of course, but I think I'm ready. This knee is coming along well enough. It's a total knee replacement. Last week, it was 6 or 7 weeks ago that I did this one, 7 weeks ago. It was a week or so, maybe or less, around a week, and I was actually able to get around without a walker or a cane. So it's still developing strength. And here, let me put Kaya in before I forget. Here you go, Kaya. Come on. Kaya, good girl. She is such a good dog. Which one do we want to do? I'm going to dump the whole thing in it at once. Let's do the resin. I want to say rosin, but it's resin. Some people say rosin, I think. Cap off. Plug out. I'll just leave it right in the cap so I can recap it after. And the hardener, pop. Okay. So during my surgery, or after my surgery, I have people lined up to come and take care of me while I'm disabled, so to speak. The last surgery, I was able to walk out. Turns out my brain was pretty well muddled up. I didn't walk out. They took me out in a wheelchair, but they had me walking right after the surgery and sent me home. So I'm expecting the same result this time. Also, the directions on this said that it's non-toxic. Basically, don't worry about a mask. I don't have a mask for, boy, that comes out slow. Let some air get in there. So this will be 2 full gallons that I'll be spreading all over that. I have a little bit of pink still in the bottom of this 5-gallon bucket. It's slightly loose. I wouldn't mind if that just kind of swirled around or whatever. Add a little character. So yeah, I've learned a lot about. Somebody suggested do a little pie plate size epoxy pour just to get familiar with what you're doing. Come on out of there. And they were right. I should have. You guys should have told me this before I started this project. Oh, you didn't know that I was going to do this. Come on. Okay, well, I'll pour these and I'll be back. The jugs are kind of stiff, so it's hard to squeeze it. This is the hardener I'm putting in now. Oh, this is good exercise for my knee. Squeeze it. Kaya's over there like a caged lion ready to strike. Hi, Carol. Good puppy. She looks at me and says, I don't understand. Hey, so today it's 16 degrees below zero outside. Nice and toasty warm in here. Okay, supposed to stir this for about 5 minutes. I will not bore you with watching this happen for 5 minutes, but I wanted to just prove that I actually am stirring it. Curious to see how full it fills the form. Well, here we go. I'll start right in the center. That's interesting. That cleared it right up. Now if it'll just dry that way, that's exciting to me. Wow. Okay, I'll try to spread it evenly. Let's go out across the branches. That brings out some really nice color in the wood. So that's a total of 4 gallons of epoxy so far. I think I'm going to batch up 1 more gallon. See what it does. All right, 1 more gallon batched. Let's mix it. You can see quite a few air bubbles. I'll take the heat gun to that and get those out of there. But there's some pieces of wood that have not been covered yet. Let's see what happens. Wow. I think that does complete the amount of epoxy we need. A little twig right there I got to pull out. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. 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 That looks great. I'll let it sit for just a little bit, and then I'll take the heat gun and get some of those bubbles out of there. It's supposed to allow a lot of the bubbles just to pop out on its own, on their own. Let's see what happens here. I like the looks of it. That's great. That's interesting. This piece of wood and this piece of wood, before the epoxy was on, had a different shade to it. Now, I mean, were the same. They were the same. They were both kind of whitish looking. Now, some of these have taken on a darker tint. That one versus that one. Some of them are lighter. This is ash. I think that's maple. Air bubbles are coming out little by little. I'll give it another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll hit it with the gun to get some of those bubbles out of there. Very nice. Very happy with it. Okay, so I'll be back in just a minute. Wow, this just turned out exactly, almost, almost exactly like I thought it would. I am still getting bubbles coming up, and I've been working on those a little bit. There is going to be, once I strip the forms, a skim coat. First I'll sand it all down once it's cured, and then I'll strip the forms, probably do a router cut all the way around to soften the edges, and sand over the entire thing, and put a skim coat, just a really light coat to cover everything, and also to have it come over the edges to take care of that. So I'm going to, I'll bring the camera in close, and we'll just look down on the entire thing, get a good sight, see what it looks like. And then at some point I'll be able to add the clock in. That'll be pretty sweet. I love the shading. Sandy picked out a really nice color with the pink. Seeing the wood grain and the cracks, that's pretty cool. And wait, oh, there's no clock there. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I really am enjoying this. I'll have to come up with some other ideas after I get this one done, because I think I like, it's just fun doing this. So it's a short little video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, hit the like button, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Really would like to hit the 200,000 subscribers. That would just be a milestone for me. I'd be excited about that. Okay, we'll be back. This is going to take a couple days at least to cure before I can do anything more. So I'll be doing something different on the next video. See you later.